y'all. Man, my hair is big today. Oh my goodness. It'll fall. Anyway, it just kind of shocked me how big it is. New day. The rain is gone. It's kind of muggy. It's not like cool. It's kind of hot, but that's okay. We're gonna make the best of it. I've got to get out and go pick up a prescription for James. Just run a few errands, and while I'm out, any guesses where I might go? How well do you know me? So I might run by thrift stores. I'm waiting to hear from James if he wants us to come over and just kind of visit with him while he's at lunch. I don't know. It's kind of last minute, so he may or may not get my message in time. I don't know. Anyway, so that's what's on tap for right now. I've already gotten up and got my dinner going. I'm making creamy chicken nachos in my slow cooker. I've shared that on my channel before. I'll be sure to link the video down below for y'all. It's really good. I just have to get some nachos for it. And other than that, I have everything I needed. So I've got that going. I've, tidied up, gotten dressed, had my coffee, all that fun stuff. And now I'm just going to head out and run a few errands that I have to do. And I'll catch up with you in just a little bit. I wanted to share what the Lord just revealed to me. And I hope that it blesses you. So I'm riding along, and I've just been so burdened for someone on YouTube. Y'all may know their story. The channel, The Little Blessed Nest. She doesn't really know me, but I follow her on Instagram. I'm subscribed to her channel, and I watch her channel. And last night or yesterday, she put a story up on Instagram about, they went to try to get her husband a kidney transplant. They've been going through the process, and she just felt like discouraged because, some things that had happened. I don't want to say too much about it because I don't want to mess anything up. I'm just going to tell you what I feel about it. And then last night she put on there that God was, and she puts clips of him and her and different things, and, that God will get them through. And we don't pick and choose who the Lord lays on our heart to pray for. And like I said, I don't know these people personally. I just know them from watching their channel. And, but God knows them, and he knows everything about their story. And I have just felt so led to pray for them. And the biggest thing I pray is peace to fall over her. Because I know what I went through last week in watching my husband just suffer with gout. The pain and agony that I was in because I was, I was helpless in the situation. All I could do was pray for him. And I had to watch him in pain. So I cannot even imagine what she goes through on a daily basis to watch things that her husband goes through. I can't. And maybe that's why I had to go through what I went through last week, to kind of be so empathetic. I don't know. God has a way of working things out like that. But I begin to pray, first of all, peace to fall over her. Peace that just surpasses all understanding. And then I begin to pray that, God's perfect will be done in this situation. If it's his will that he have a kidney transplant, then there's no devil in hell that's going to stop it. God will work the avenues out, and it will just flow seamlessly, and it will work for his good. But I also pray if it's going to do more harm than good and not benefit him in the end, then block it at all costs, Don't let it happen. But ultimately, I pray God's perfect will in the situation. And then I went on. I was praying for some other friends of mine that, I've been praying for in the past that's been going through things. And I pray for all of y'all that send me prayer requests. And I just, thank God for it. And I just begin to thank him. And he reminded me in that moment as I was thanking him for the answered prayers that he has answered that I know of. There's so many prayers that he answers that we don't even know of. But the ones that I do know of, I begin to thank him for it. And before I knew it, it was just answered prayer after answered prayer after answered prayer. And it just prompted my spirit to just, yes, we need to pray for situations, but we also need to be so mindful and thankful and remember the prayers that He has answered. And in doing that, it's going to encourage us for the prayers that we're praying for to be answered. And it just, I don't know, there was just something about it, just, it was just like a moment. It's like a light bulb moment. At so many impossible prayers that we have prayed. When I say we, I mean the ones that I'm talking about that I've joined in others in praying for. So many impossible prayers that we prayed, and we had to pray a long time for them. It wasn't instant gratification, but oh my. Now I can look back and I can draw strength and hope from all those impossible prayers that we prayed, that God answered and made a way. So I encourage you, as you go about and you're praying for things that just seem totally impossible, and to us they are. I am in an impossible situation. I can't do anything for that family in Kentucky that I just mentioned. I can't do anything for them, but I can pray. And you know what? That's the best thing you can do, is just pray for somebody. So if you're going through something and it seems like an impossible situation, just start thinking back on the impossible prayers that God's already answered for you, and draw strength from those. I hope that encourages you, because I'm much encouraged. I'm burdened still, and so I pray until the burden lifts. But I'm also encouraged that my God is the God of impossibilities, that there is nothing He can't do. And what seems impossible and just no way it can happen to me, it's nothing to God. So I hope that encourages you. I really do. We just got home. It's been a day. We went and had lunch with James. Well, we sat with James during his lunch break. We didn't eat. And then we left there and we went to a thrift store. My favorite thrift, well, we went to a little church thrift store in Pascagoula. Went there and left there, and on the way home I went by my favorite thrift store. I didn't go by the Goodwill this time because I was just wore out. Picked up the prescription, you know, did all the errands, and I am exhausted. But when I walked in this house, oh my goodness, it smelled so good. So I did pick a couple things up at my favorite thrift store and at that little church thrift store that I'm going to share with y'all. So, and the air just kicked on. I'm telling you, it's not the coolest day we've had, but that's okay. All right, let me get my stuff out of the bag. I also picked up these chips at the thrift store. I've never had these before, but it's the original guaca chip. It's guacamole flavored tortilla chips. And I think I'm gonna try this with my dinner tonight, because you eat it with nachos and sour cream and cheese and all the fixings that you wanna put on it. I think I'm gonna try these chips. So I picked those up. I only got one bag because we've not tried them before. So I wasn't sure, but I love guacamole, so might be something interesting. So at the little church thrift store, I picked up this little lampshade. I've been needing one this size, and it was perfect. It's actually an Allen and Roth little shade, and I paid 99 cents for it. They had another one that still had the plastic and stuff on it, but it was dent up and bent up. So I'm hoping this works where I want to put it, and if it does, I'll show y'all that. If not, I'm just gonna stick it up, because I'm always finding cute little lamps that don't have shades, and this will kind of go with anything. So I picked that up. And then at my favorite thrift store, I picked up this. It's copper and brass, that brass rose. I just thought it was so pretty. It had a floral arrangement in it. I'm gonna clean it up. I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do with this, but I thought it was really pretty, and it would really be pretty at Valentine's Day and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to find a spot for it, but I couldn't put it down. I loved it. I love copper and brass. I'm just loving it right now. I paid $2.99 for it. It's got a dollar sticker on it here, and it's got some kind of piece of tape. Oh, the tape just come off. It's got some kind of writing on it. D0566. I don't know. Maybe it was in somebody's booth or yard sale or something. Hold on. Buster just traipsed in and he's demanding a treat. So hold on. Dude, do you not see me doing the thrift haul? You're so rude. There. He's so demanding. Anyway, pick this up. I really love it. I'm gonna clean it up. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it, but I loved it. And then this next item I picked up, I paid $2.99 for it, this beautiful tray, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I bought that other tray for my nightstand, and it works out pretty good. It's okay, it fits, but I still feel kind of cramped. So I think this is going to work better. I know it's round and my nightstand is not, but I think it'll be okay. And then the tray that I have on my side, I think I'm gonna move it over to James's side and put his CPAP machine on it because it has that little lip around it, and I think that will keep his machine from sliding. That's my plan. So we're gonna go do that and see how it works out. After I get this cleaned up, I'm gonna clean it up. But I thought it was beautiful. And even if I don't use it for that, I will find somewhere to use this because I just thought it was so pretty. I love all the patina. I hope it don't like clean up perfectly, but I am gonna clean it up. And it had some kind of sticker on the back. Not sure what that is. But anyway, that's my little thrift haul. So I'm gonna get my little goodies cleaned up, and then I'm gonna go in the bedroom, swap those two things out, and let's see how it works. So let me get this cleaned up and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what I have now. That little tray, it works, but excuse me, this little lip kind of confines the area. So I'm gonna try that on James's side and try this tray that I just bought over here. I just cleaned it up. It cleaned up good, but it still got all that patina, which I love. So let me swap it out real quick. Okay, that fits so much better. I love that. I love the way that looks with everything. So now I'm gonna swap this over to the other side. Okay, now this is a DIY where I used a piece of an old jewelry box. This is the side doors, and I DIY'd that because water was ruining the tops of my nightstand, and this worked out really well. I've had this for a couple years, no complaints. It's worked out really well, but I'm gonna try the tray and see how that looks. So let's do that real quick. Okay, I love that so much better. And that lip hopefully will keep his machine from sliding off. And it actually has more room on the nightstand. So I really like that so much better. I am going to like put this somewhere else because with this, he will have a spot to set his drinks also. So that will also, that's a plus too. So I really like that. So I'm liking that so much better. Okay, y'all, let me get my apron. All All right, so the apple crisp was such a success. Now I'm going to try the peach cobbler mix. They also make it in a peach cobbler. Now, this one is a little bit different though, because you have to have, it says just add your peaches, your milk, and your butter. You have to add milk to this one. And I'm going to add some chopped pecans. I just have a few chopped pecans to my mixture. I gotta preheat my oven to 375. I've got my milk already measured out, 2/3 cup. It says a half a stick of butter or 4 tablespoons. I've used a whole stick of butter because, why not? I'm just kind of taking this recipe and just tweaking it and critiquing it based on my experience with the other ones. So let me get my mixing bowl and we're gonna get started. Okay, so I've got my peach mixture. Let me read the directions, and it says we're going to put this can in the pan. You can use a can or 4 fresh peaches. I've used this. So let me get this, pour it in the pan. Let me turn the camera where y'all can see. Okay. Okay. Y'all, I don't know what it is about this time of year. First of all, I love to bake anyway. But this time of year, I don't know, there's just something about it. I just love baking, and especially easy stuff like this that tastes like you spent forever in the kitchen. That's a win-win, right? Okay, let me get my bowl. Okay, got my mixing bowl. And now it says we're gonna add the milk, the butter or margarine, and this pack of mixture. And then I'm also gonna add the nuts. I just did a few chopped pecans because I already had them. And so I just did a few chopped pecans. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add those. I mean, it's just a few. Then I'm gonna pour, oh, y'all can't see me. Let me move this over so I can get here. Okay, so now I'm gonna pour my milk. My butter. Oh, let's see. I think I'm gonna use a whisk this time. This is a lot soupier than the other. That might be my fault. So this is what that's looking like. Okay. Now I'm just going to pour it. Hold on, let me get my box. Combine that to remove any lumps. Pour batter. Oh, wait a minute. Pour batter over butter. Then pour peaches. I gotta pour. This is what happens when you don't read directions. Okay. I've got to pour this in, and then I've got to pour the peaches in that. So let me get the peaches out. I mean, should I just, okay, hold on. Let me get this other pie plate. Okay. This is different than the apple. So you pour this in. Hold on, Donna. Get it together, girl. Oh my goodness. Okay, then you pour the peaches over top of it. Okay.
then you evenly spread them out. Okay, let's see if I get that right. Then you bake for 30. It says, when you do this, note the batter will rise above peaches while baking to a firm golden crust. Then you bake for 30 to 35 minutes or until bubbly and golden brown. So that part's the same. So let's recap. You mix the mix. You mix your butter. You mix your milk. And in my case, my chopped pecans. Mix that up, get all the lumps out, pour it in your pie pan. Then you pour your peaches on top. Then you put it in your oven that's preheated to 375 for 30 to 35 minutes. I'm going to set my oven timer for 25 minutes just to check it. Then I know that I can do 5 or 10 more minutes, but that's what I'm gonna do. So my oven still has a little ways to go before it's done preheating. So while that continues to preheat, I'm gonna clean up my mess. So yeah, this is, if y'all don't know, this is the first time I've made this peach cobbler one. So maybe I've taught you something. Pay attention to the directions and don't assume it's just like the apple one. So let me get my mess cleaned up. All right, y'all, got my Cool Whip thawing out. But I did get some homemade vanilla ice cream to go with the peach stuff, so we'll see. This is my dinner. This is creamy chicken nachos. It smells so good. So all I did was get some nacho chips, and then I'm gonna try those. I'm gonna try these. I'm gonna try one real quick to see. Let's see. Those are really good. I'm probably gonna have mine on these. Them are really good. I've never seen these anywhere, but honestly, I've never looked for them. I've just seen them in the thrift store. That is really, really good. Okay. Well, that'll be enough that James can eat his and I can eat mine, so that's good. Okay. What was I fixing to do? Oh, cut up green onions. So this dish, you can top it with anything that you want. How I like to top it is with sour cream, shredded cheese, and cut up green onions. So, but you can put any toppings you want on it. It's just like, you know, like you want to do your tacos or your nachos or anything like that. Same concept. So let me get me some green onions chopped up, and then James is on his way home and we'll be eating dinner. I'm starving. All right, things are a little crazy. Daddy just got home, but my timer just went off. It went off at 25 minutes and I had to up it to 10 more minutes so that this is good for 35 minutes. Ooh, and it's bubbling. Let me take the camera down and get you a closer look. Oh, look at that bubbly goodness. So I did end up baking it for 35 minutes. So, do I dare get some of it now or wait and eat my dinner, let it cool a little bit, and then get some? And that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, that looks so good, y'all. Also, as of right now, I am so behind on commenting back in the comments. I am so sorry. I am going to try to get back to all of y'all in the comments. I love talking to y'all in the comments, but I have not been able to comment back today. I'm so behind, and then there was some that I woke up to that I wasn't able to comment. So I got a couple days worth of comments. So y'all please forgive me. I will get back to y'all. I promise I'm not ignoring you. So I will get back to you. All right, this is what it looks like. And I've crumbled up my guacamole chips on the underneath. Put my creamy chicken nacho stuff. I'm telling you, this is one of those days, words are hard. And then I just kind of mix it all together with the cheese. I put some shredded cheese on it, some sour cream, some green onions, mixing it all up. And I'm gonna try it and see what it tastes like with those guacamole chips. That is so good. I love that flavor those chips add to it. It's very good. Easy, quick dinner.